So yesterday I went up to Triple H Brick Depot. HHH Brick Depot? Depot? Triple H Brick Depot is an unofficial used Lego store in the Cincinnati area, and they were having their 3-year anniversary sale, so it was awesome. I went their opening day 3 years ago, so it was really cool to see them grow from being this, tiny little store to the insane amount of stock and importance in the community today. So it was awesome going up there and seeing them and seeing how poppin' they were for their 3rd anniversary. I went to fill out some holes in my Bionicle collection, which I got some parts here, some Bionicle stuff in the future. It's coming, trust me. But I also picked up this set. This is the Mandalorian's N-1 Starfighter from the Book of Boba Fett. There was some trepidation in the community when this set was revealed. This is set number 75325. Its MSRP is $59.99. I got it for $55, so that's how I could justify it to my little monkey brain. And it is 412 pieces, so that's a price per part ratio of roughly 14.6 cents. Not a great price to part ratio. Usually you want to keep it around the 10 cents a part range. So when this was announced, the images that they revealed just really didn't show me a $60 price. It didn't justify it to me. A big pull was the minifigures. So we've got the BESKAR DJARIN with those beautiful printed arms and printed legs. This time he's coming with his jetpack, so no cape.
No capes!
And he has the Darksaber. The biggest pull is that he now has a brand new printed head. This is awesome. The head is pretty good. I think the Cassian Andor head that a lot of people have used in mocks and customs is as good, if not just a little better. I do like the new skin tone for him. So I think it works really well. And I think a really good hairpiece for him is the J from the Ninjago movie hairpiece. That is a great one. The next minifigure we've got is PELI with a brand new face print and torso print. She also has the utility belt that was introduced a while back. And just plain unprinted arms and legs. She's pretty good, pretty decent representation of her from the show. It's nothing really to write home about, but I am really a sucker for Star Wars denizen characters. But I just love getting, just a Star Wars jumpsuit. This also comes with the Baby Yoda we've had now for a while. Grogu, sorry. There's things that could be better about the Grogu baby micro figure, whatever you want to call it. But I really do like it, especially because it fits within the Lego system and it's the same baby as the Lego City babies, and I can do this with it. So why wouldn't I like it? And then the last, not really minifigure, but is sort of displayed as a minifigure on the box, is a BD droid. We don't know if it was BD-1 from Jedi Fallen Order, but it's really, really awesome to have this BD droid. I'm so excited to have this. It does sort of feel like, oh, let's throw this new exclusive droid in here so we can crank the price up along with that new Din Djarin head. But I am really glad to see this droid finally in Lego. Its paint is a little sparing. I wish there was a little more to it, but it feels like Lego. And for the most part, I think this really does the job. I can't wait for that BD buildable droid 18+ set. The second way to be able to get this BD droid, but this is the only way right now and will be the cheapest. I really hope we get some more Fallen Order sets. I know everybody else does too. We'll see. Hopefully with Jedi Survivor, we'll get some from there. So here are the instructions for this set. They are the new 2022 design that kind of has that sleek, simplistic design. Feels very IKEA-esque. The instructions are 96 pages long, and this was a pretty straightforward build. There was nothing too crazy or insane about the build, but it was fun, and it kept me engaged throughout most of it. The instructions, you've got the little Mando tracking your progress in the bottom there. And on the back, yes, we all miss the screaming child. Do you guys see that he resurfaced on TikTok? That's insane. Wonder how he's doing. Hope he's doing okay. So getting into the meat and potatoes of the set, here it is. And it's big. While building this, that's gone forever. While building this, I was building it at my buddy's place, and the whole time we were like, this thing is huge. So yes, initially, this is much, much bigger than I expected it to be, which is good and bad. Good because, we'll get to that. It's good because I feel like I got what I paid for. $55, yeah. $60, you're pushing it, but I feel like this feels like the right size. It's bigger than I expected. It's got surface area and presence on a shelf. The issue there is that this is not a big ship. I think this is horrendously oversized. Really, the front end should stop right about here, and the wings should go out to about here, and the tail should stop in about here somewhere. It feels like to me that they had to fill a $60 set slot, and they decided to give a new droid an exclusive face print and overscale the hell out of a small ship to get something that could justify that $59.99. They definitely tried their best, and in the end, like, I think this set looks really, really good. One thing I would have liked is some sticker detailing of some of like the yellow stripes. I also feel like these big swaths of dark gray kind of detract from the overall look to me. It would have been really, really cool to have a chromed one, like the old N-1 Starfighter. That would be really cool to probably to see some like the drum lacquered silver pieces. To see a UCS set of this like that. Oh, that would be awesome. A UCS set of this wouldn't be too much bigger here, and those are above minifigure scale most of the time. I don't know what LEGO's doing. They change their minds every 2 years. But yeah, like the look of this set is really good. There's a lot of really good greebling, especially all around these engines. And what really surprised me was cracking open one of the bags, seeing this puppy. It is beautiful as the day I lost you. I love those old megaphone pieces. So besides the scaling, the other issues I have with this set is that. I double checked and made sure that I didn't, misbuild this or anything, but there's this engine piece that just plugs onto a 2x2 there, and it's kind of right at that spot where you want to grab it or hold it like a paper airplane, and it just comes off. It's almost as if this needed to have, a Technic axle spot, and they could have used a longer axle because there is a red axle that moves through this 2x2 brick that goes into these engine detail parts here. Instead, we just have this really loose detail piece in a spot that you really want to grab it at. For play features, you've got the spring-loaded missile here. You just push down on this little engine. I wish it was a little less obstructive. I love it when they integrate the missile firing features into the actual design of the set, and it isn't just a big red press me button, but it's kind of weird just having the engine at different angles. I do appreciate that they hid that, and they hid the actual missile pretty good too, but spring-loaded missiles, they are what they are. Other than that, really the only other play features is that you can put DJARIN in the cockpit and Baby Yoda in his little Baby Yoda bubble. And there's a little spot right here that you can open up, and you can put Din's jetpack and darksaber in there while he is piloting the N-1 Starfighter. So yeah, if you saw my previous LEGO review that was on the Horizon Forbidden West tall neck, you'll know I have my own sort of rating system for LEGO sets. It's on a 3-point scale. First up is the build experience, second is design and displayability, and third is the overall value. Now, this is just my opinion. If you disagree with me, you disagree with me. First up for build experience, it was fun. It was a ship. It was a Star Wars ship. It didn't bring anything too special to the equation. It didn't bring anything revolutionary, but it also wasn't bad or boring. I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5. It's decidedly average. It didn't have any moments that really blew me away, but it also really wasn't too interesting either. And building these engines was tedious. There's some really cool greebling and some cool pieces and not really techniques that go into it. It was just a lot to do and sit down and do it twice, and it just didn't really keep me engaged. For displayability and design, man, the minifigures definitely are designed great. The Star Wars minifigures always blow me away with how good they are. I'm still not a huge fan of this Mandalorian helmet. It was designed back with the Clone Wars for the Death Watch Mandos, and it really just doesn't have the right shaping for Din's helmet. It doesn't have the ridge on the top. The visor print is weird, and it just sort of has this low, sort of pug-nosed, angry look to it all the time. It really doesn't feel like Din to me. It also has the darksaber, which is just a standard lightsaber hilt with a black bar. Come on, Lego, you can do better than that. You've got those katana pieces that just have the little peg at the bottom that you could put in there. Dual molded translucent black and white would look awesome. We've got the new BD droid, which is awesome, but the actual design and displayability of this set, really it sits and like it looks okay, but you know, it's really at home flying through the air, and that's just sort of a caveat of the N-1 Starfighter's design. So this would look awesome hung up with some fishing line, just in your Lego room or your Star Wars room, but then you're just gonna see the ugly undersides of plates. Displayability and design, I'm gonna have to give a 3 out of 5 as well. It's good, but it's not great, and it's not terrible either, just average. Now for value. After building this and having it, playing with it, I do think the value is a little more justified than what it appeared. Those initial promo images make it seem a lot smaller. Even these images on the box, like it just doesn't feel like it's supposed to be this big. $60 is pushing it. You know, almost 15 cents per part is a little much, but there's also Lego's recent price hike. So, you know, I think 60 is, man, I want to say it's almost reasonable, but it really isn't. I think 50 would have been a good asking price. It would have been, what, like, it would have been like 12 cents a piece. If they had to justify the new BD mold, if they had to justify the new prints, which they really shouldn't, and then they didn't really give us much sticker detail besides the engine, one sticker right here, and the control panel. I don't know, I feel like it was not too much effort put in for the $60 price tag. So really the value, I think I'm gonna have to give a 2 out of 5. So overall, that leaves us with a score of 8 out of 15. That's not a terrible score, it's just decidedly average. This set, I think you get some really good parts, so if you're a mock builder or you wanna just buy it for the fodder, you know, design your own N-1 Starfighter, or you want the minifigures, yeah, you should definitely pick this up. That DJARIN head, I'm sure we'll get it in other sets down the line, but for right now, that's the only way to get it. And that BD droid, I'm not sure if we're gonna see that in anything else other than the BD-1 buildable droid, but it's always nice getting another Baby Yoda. It's always good getting this BESKAR Mandalorian. It's a great figure, and this PELI Moto, I really love this hairpiece. Like I said, I love those Star Wars Denizen characters. I'm glad I picked it up. I got it for $5 below retail, which isn't too bad. But yeah, it's a good play set. It's got play features, it's swooshable, it's got everything you'd want from a Lego Starfighter, but it just didn't really blow me away in the same way that something like the Buzz Lightyear, the recent Lightyear Starfighter did. If you want me to do a review on that, comment down below because I'd love to talk about that to you guys, but it's been a little while since it came out, so I don't know if anybody would want to watch it or not. This was just whatever, you know? I was a little soured and biased by sort of the community backlash to the price tag on this set, but after getting it, I was like, you know, it's good, and I think it's worth it to the right people. I didn't get too much out of it besides the minifigures, and I'll probably redesign this and try and make my own, so I'll get fun out of it, but in the end, yeah, just a decidedly average Lego Star Wars set. There's just a media deluge of Star Wars right now, and sometimes it can just start to numb you, but right now, I'm really excited that, you know, I get to watch a new Star Wars show with my dad, you know, every few months, and I'm treated to new Lego sets and action figures all the time. And yes, sometimes that means some of them are just gonna be mediocre, and some of them just aren't for me. But yeah, if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. If you got a different opinion on this set than me, comment down below, argue with me. YouTube sees that as engagement, so by all means. But yeah, if you like these Lego videos and you want me to do more, it sure seemed like you guys liked that last one, let me know. I love doing Legos. I love talking about Legos. I love excuses to buy new Lego sets. I really want to get that Optimus Prime. That is a dream set, and there's so much to talk about there. So if you want me to get that Optimus Prime set, like this video, you know, hopefully we'll get there. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.